MTN SME Hub. Link to growth, link to success, link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome back to the Big Small Business Show. In studio with us today, we've got James Magagula. He's the founder and CEO of Wotatrix. And the discussion today is about to grow or not to grow. This is the question, like Shakespeare. So I think, James, what I was trying to ascertain with all those questions that I was asking is what type of entrepreneur you are. 3 types of entrepreneurs, just broadly speaking. You've got survivalists, lifestylists, and growth entrepreneurs. You're definitely not a survivalist entrepreneur. You're either a lifestyle or a growth entrepreneur. The difference between the two is that lifestyle entrepreneurs have not such a good relationship with growth, and growth entrepreneurs have a very good relationship with growth. The irony is that the lifestyle entrepreneurs have a higher survival rate than growth entrepreneurs. Okay. Growth entrepreneurs tend to fail more than lifestyle entrepreneurs. So the question that I'm trying to work out is, which one are you? And then when you answer those questions, you messed me up because you answered that like a growth entrepreneur, not like a lifestyle entrepreneur, barring one question. So you seem to be very much on the border between a lifestyle and a growth. It's very much probably what you're feeling now. Yes. Is as I was asking those questions, I was putting lifestyle, growth, and then you had. So I can feel the friction that's going on in your mind. So to me, you've got to make a choice between the two. Now, where I would say that it's more lifestyle. If you had to put me to take a bet, I'd say more lifestyle is when you spoke about the big guys. Yeah. And personal touch. Okay. Because it feels like you like the clients. You love the clients. You love that growth. You love your staff. You love growing in this environment. But lifestyle businesses can grow, but then they will have a terminal size. It might be 30 people, and that's it. So what it feels like for me is that you are a lifestyle business, but you're probably a bigger lifestyle business. So for as long as James can meet all the clients, knows all the staff, knows their family, knows what's going on, for as long as you are that figure and you've got that level of control and emotional connection to your clients, your staff, to the point where you can't control that anymore, you stop. Okay. Because beyond that, you're going to have a different relationship with growth. And that means that you would have to have a relationship where you wouldn't say that personal service is, you wouldn't have mentioned it. Service would be what you provide, but not personal service, because personal service is you, or personal touch is you. It's about the business delivering value to the client, not about personal touch. So it doesn't mean that there isn't personal touch, it just isn't James. And James would not need to know all the clients, just like your big competitors. I'm sure their CEOs or founders don't know all the clients, right? And yet they are still big and probably more profitable. Then we spoke about, I asked you the question, is your business getting more or less profitable as you grow? And he said it was up and down, and in the last couple of years it's been on the up. That to me is a very important litmus test in terms of whether you grow or not. Because often what happens is growth reduces your net profit as a percentage. Because your overheads, you think there's economies of scale, but they aren't. And you've now got management layers, and you've got additional overhead that wasn't in the previous structure. And now you've got all these overheads that you didn't previously have. So you spoke about that quality control lady. Before there were 2 branches, you didn't need her. Now you do. So she's an overhead. She's a cost center, not a profit center. And she's a requirement. So I'm always weary around growth when the net profit is going on to decline, because very often it can pop the business into actually making a loss as you grow. And then I spoke about controls, and it seems to me that you've got a very good relationship around controls. It feels just anecdotally in the short time we spent together that you've got a good sense of what's going on in the business, because you've got that personal touch everywhere. So I think that what would happen to you emotionally as you got to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 branches, where you would lose control of the controls, that won't make you feel good at some point. So I just want to talk about that. And then if you have a client, so for me another test is that, can you replace a client easy? So if you lose a client, can you replace a client easy? So right now you've got the personal touch, but if now let's say for God forbid that you should lose that client with 7 branches for whatever reason, and can you easily replace that? In other words, is there a market for that, or is so is this relationship based or is this value based? In other words, the value of Wotatrix is why the customers are buying, and so that's an important question. A question to ask. And I would just, if I were to hedge my bets, I would spend more time working on the value of the business. Not less time on the relationships, but more on the value of the business. In the case that you did lose one of those clients, it would be easier to pick up another client where you don't have a relationship because of the value of the business, not because of James himself. I love the fact that you I didn't anticipate that you would like to manage the business. I was my heart jumped for joy when I saw how you reacted so authentically to, I love managing this business. It's an authentic thing. You love managing this business. So for me, my analysis just on the short time together is that you should grow, but not much.
Yeah.
You should grow maybe 20, 30, 40% over the next couple of years, and your test is always to see when you stop feeling like I'm enjoying this business. Obviously, we all have bad days, bad weeks, whatever. But when you stop enjoying it, that's the limit.
Okay.
Where you stop.
Yeah.
So to me, you're a lifestyle business, but with more growth in it, and hopefully, with that, you will make more profit. And that's the whole thing, is to make sure that as you grow now, you don't bring your overhead up to an extent where it's eating all your net margin. And I think maybe the last point is around a salesperson. Is you've got to keep experimenting until you find the right salesperson. And that comes back to the value proposition of Wotatrix, not about James and about business service. This is what the company provides, value. Because salespeople sell that value, not you, not the person. And that's where I would end. So, lifestyle business with a little bit more growth. That's where we land.
Thank you.
I hope that for those of you in that predicament, I hope that helped you think about your position. Are you a lifestyle entrepreneur? Are you a growth entrepreneur? Well, you make that call. And of course, always remember, if you think it, write it down and make it a reality.
The Big Small Business Show, proudly sponsored by MTN Business.